that. Now, keep in mind, this is the same woman who said, bitch, she was talking shit to another girl. Bitch, if I wanted you, you would be eating my pussy. You a munch. I have Diddy force you to do it. She was talking all that sex trafficking shit until she's seen sex trafficking charges or potential charges. She want nothing to do with it. Okay? Now, the timing is obviously going to be very real. I told you back then that I believe that Young Miami got a lawyer. I believe Young Miami got a lawyer, and her lawyer was to guide her through this process of being interviewed by the feds, who are probably trying to ascertain information about Diddy and sex trafficking. When you see someone speak up like this, that means they're not charged, but they're probably also not a witness. Okay? However, we also have to realize, this is the thing about the whole thing with sex trafficking, right? Especially how they're looking at Diddy. It's not only Diddy that might get charges, especially if they're saying RICO. When you hear RICO, a racketeering situation, that means an organization. It's very rare you see a organized crime happen with only one person doing the crime. Unless everybody else is cooperating and that only one person gets charged. So anytime we're thinking about racketeering, the feds are thinking about who else knew about this, who else was involved, who else pretty much set all this shit up. Now, this is the thing that a lot of people don't understand. When you see Cassie's lawyer keep putting out these statements, Cassie, even though we look at her as a victim, obviously, definitely look at her as a victim after we saw that video of Diddy like clobbering over the head. Potentially, initially, she was possibly looked at as a suspect, just like Ghislaine Maxwell with Diddy. Oh, not Diddy, Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I have to explain. Most of these sex trafficking cults, they usually have a madame. They usually have a woman who becomes the main bitch or the bottom bitch sometimes. And that woman is there to make other women feel comfortable, feel safe. They also do the recruiting, okay? Now, here's the thing, and this is where it's a slippery slope with sex trafficking and other things like that. If you've ever had a bitch and you try to get a threesome, you have your girl go, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you ever had a little freaky chick who like, oh, I like girls too. Like, sometimes girls would be like, oh, I'll go bag the girl. I'll go bag the, you know what I mean, the other girl. That's such the case, except this is done on almost a commercial level. It is done in the name of sex trafficking. So it's not what you and your girl do where y'all go to the club and you watching your girl kind of flirt with another girl and you just kind of sitting there like, oh shit, we finna have a threesome if my girl pull her because like, oh shit, because you let your girl do the shit. No. This is, y'all bitches got to get down with the program, and usually it's one familiar person. Now, when in the case of Cassie, she's popular, at least everybody else who's coming in. She's the familiar person making the other girls feel like, oh, I guess we should be doing this. Cassie's here. She's doing this, and she's famous, and she's his girlfriend. That's what people thought Young Miami was. Now, clearly, and this is my opinion, and we're about to get into this video in a second, clearly Young Miami has passed that little part where she has to interview with the feds and tell what she knows, and her lawyer probably provided proof of text messages, flights, and other things of how they kind of got girls or their actions or sexual actions, that they feel that Young Miami will not be used as a victim. Well, let's not say victim. Will not be used as a witness or won't be looked at as a suspect, as Diddy is potentially about to be charged. The grand jury is convening as we speak. Everybody from the educated legal minds, they are saying that we should get an indictment or hear about an indictment within the next 1 to 2 months. It's a 60-day rolling clock at this point, right? So now we get Carisha, who's now doing an episode of Carisha Please. And by the way, this drops on Revolt. Here's the thing about this too. So you should know she's kicking in Diddy's back. Because she's still on Revolt, but here's the thing. Revolt isn't owned by Diddy anymore. Revolt is owned by supposedly the employees of the company, but it was really bought out from Diddy because Diddy sold. So Diddy sold, and then they took the shares, or they made shares of the company, and then they gave it to the employees, that the employees there, could feel like they're valued, this and third. So Carisha Please supposedly staying with Revolt, but they're almost anti-Diddy at this point, and they have to be that advertisers could rock with them. So now they're putting out an episode of Carisha Please. You can imagine they vetted this. They probably looked at this. They're making sure that Young Miami's not going to say nothing about, and by the way, here's the thing. This is the thing about the disloyalty of some women. Right now, we don't need Carisha. Like, if you're Diddy, you don't need Carisha to be like, Oh, he innocent. Like, you leave that for the mama. That's the mama. The mama come out, her son's a serial killer. She be like, oh my God, my son, he never hurt a fly. Oh my God, what y'all. That's what the mama do. But the girlfriend, you expect the girlfriend to hold it down a little bit, right? You expect for her to testify or her to say, yo, all I know about Diddy, he's sweet, he's kind, he's charming. Like, he isn't what y'all are saying. I can't speak about nothing in the past, but ever since I met him, none of that happened. That goes a long way. It kind of goes to show that maybe the pattern of behavior maybe stopped. Let's go into this, which is now Young Miami, who is opening up with the gay Ninja Turtle, the broad-back bastard, Saucy Santana on Carisha Please. Let's get into this real quick, chat. All right.
Season 2 of Carisha Please, but this episode is a special edition. And I told myself that I wasn't going to be strategic or try to find the right words to say.
Oh, my bad, Chad. I'm sorry. I know I was muted. Thank you for. I was spamming. I'm like, am I spinning that much? It's all good. I'm a little lit today, Chad. It's all good. This is. I know sometimes when I speak, some of it comes across like, damn, Ak, man, look like you're going hard on the women. I don't really think I go hard on women, period. Right? But I do go hard on certain type of women, and this is where lack of accountability comes in for those women. Because here's my thing. I do have a problem with the women who reap the benefit of fuck shit with the dude, and as soon as dude gets locked up, she ain't with the shit, or she denounces it or acts ignorant like she never knew nothing of it. Right? It's the Chloe Baileys of the world who, come on now, like when Gunna's throwing up 50 million gang signs right next to you in a club, it's all bull, or actually, well, he's a Crip, so it's cool. But as soon as he gets locked up, you're like, oh my God, like I'm just like a innocent cherry. I'm a berry. I don't know what's going on. Like, get me out of here. I hate women like that. I hate specifically is the women who date like scammers. I'm not a scammer, but like I understand and identify. There's a bunch of women who will date a nigga who's clearly scamming. He buys you bags. He's always cash rich. He's buying you bags. He's bringing you on vacation. This and third. You're all with the shits. You're into it. As soon as he gets caught, you now turn to a victim. Oh my God, he fucked up my credit. Bitch, you were enjoying driving around in his luxury cars. You were going on vacations. You were on private. Like, how do you mean like you're some type of victim? You that's the one thing about certain, it's not all women, certain type of women that do piss me off, right? The women who enjoy the gravy train until the gravy train gets stopped, then she's the one that's, oh my God, why would they do that to me? You're not the victim. You're actually a willing participant, right? So this is what I believe Young Miami's finna do, right? She's about to rewrite the narrative, and she's about to say, you know what? I wasn't with that. I wasn't with all that other shit, even though I was talking shit about it. Anyway, enough for me. Let's get into it.
That I wanted to tell my truth, my story on my platform.
Anytime you hear a bitch say she want to tell her truth, she's saying she want to throw a nigga under the bus. Trust me. There's never a woman's truth that actually uplifts a nigga. My truth means fuck that nigga.
Where I feel safe, and I'm ready to get into all the smoke. Clock that T.
Bitch, catch you.
So I have the one and only, my best friend, Saucy Santana.
I'm here. We get into all things Carisha. I want to call this episode Carisha Speaks.
Okay.
In their career and in life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a depth.
We're gonna get to the meat and potatoes is bullshit. Oh, she already crying? No fucking nigga. It's 3 minutes in. She already cried. Yo, one thing. Hey, listen. Y'all gonna say y'all could get that narrative off. Yo, act you jealous of women is fine. One thing I'm jealous of, like,
I ended up on the streets. Food was hard to come by, be it fresh.
you could have killed 10 people, and you're like, this fucking evil bitch. She starts crying. You're like, well, it's only 10. It could have been 20. Like you have a heart for women because you have a heart for females. Like, you know what I mean? And women really know this. Crying gets niggas. Crying, like, a man is a provider, a man is a protector, and the ultimate sign that you're probably not doing either is a woman in despair. And when a woman cries, it almost like it gives you almost the onus to be like, oh shit, damn, maybe I'm judging her too harshly or whatever. Like, a bitch will suck 13 dicks and start crying, right? And then you're like, fuck. Like, anyway, 3 minutes in, she's crying. Hold on, let me back up a second.
Oh.
Let's see.
1 minute, I'm happy.
Oh,
1 minute.
no, 2 minutes in, she's crying. Nigga, it's 2 minutes. What the fuck? Oh, this is good. Wait, hold on. I hate watching this silverback gorilla, but come on.
Ain't nobody gonna hear people till 2028, baby.
Thank you.
So I want you to say today and let everything out, get everything off your chest, and we're gonna get into it.
Let's go. I'm ready.
So I want to get into mental health with you. I feel like I just want to check on, and I feel like everybody wants to know just these days, how are you? Just in general with life, your kids, family, and just with your career. Like, where are you at mentally?
I'm just all over the place. You know, I'm going through a lot, and some days I just be like, everybody go through this in their career and their life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like
Let it